Okay, this is Pete Feenstra at High Voltage talking to Joe Bonamassa. We're going to talk about BCC2. Joe, it's great to have you here.
Pete, good to see him. Pete and I go way back, you know.
Yeah, about that far.
Promoted some of my first gigs here in the
he always tells us that. It's very kind of you, Joe. But you've come up with the best rock album in the last 10 years. You're on it. You're the guitar player. You've written 2 songs. How do you differentiate between your own material and the stuff you bring to BCC?
Well, I mean, obviously, I can be a bit heavier in my approach.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, some of my solo records flirt with the rock end, but I'm not that guy. So, you know, down deep, I have to be honest with myself and just go, I'm not like a tried true rock guy. But I can masquerade.
Well
I can masquerade as one.
Yeah.
But you know, I just tend to think of it more as how Free would approach the material. How
Free?
Yeah, and like, you know, early, like almost like early Black Sabbath or early Zeppelin.
It's got that retro feel.
Yeah, and we're just unapologetically retro in our approach. So that's kind of how I put the whole, you know, my bits in.
And then you got Glenn's input, of course, who's 100 miles an hour.
Absolutely. I mean, like, you know, and it works because the two voices, you know, are so different, and you know, the melodies are different, so it really works.
And the curious thing is there is a blues track on the album which he wrote, which sounds like you.
Everybody says that, yeah.
Oh, really?
Everybody goes, oh, isn't that your song, Little Secret? It wasn't mine. He wanted to write a blues song, so he wrote one.
And do you play that live?
No, we don't play it. We haven't played it.
How much of the new album do you play? How much
we do in a normal 2-hour show. We do about half of the record, half from 1, half from 2, and then a couple of bits that hopefully everybody.
And I guess today you've got about an hour. Is that
we have 1 hour, exactly 1 hour to rock them.
Do you feel like you're a real band now that you're on the second album?
On the second album, we're 8 weeks into the tour, and we haven't killed each other yet, or nobody's quit. So I think that's the sign of a real band. We've defied the odds of bands in our category.
And the new album is number 7 in the German charts. I think that's the highest place. And you also on the Billboard Hot Rock 100, whatever it is in the States.
Yeah.
Is there a bigger reception for the kind of retro feeling Europe and the States? You think, or you got to work more over there?
Well, I mean, like, you know, the things for me in the States have really gone well in the last couple of years.
Absolutely.
But you know, I think ultimately, like, it's like anything else. You know, everybody has a reputation, but we're really launching a new brand. You know, Black Country Communion is like a new brand, and not everybody who's actually a fan of mine even knows that I'm in a band called Black Country Communion. Yeah, and you would think everybody would, but they, you know, so we're actually going out there and, you know, selling at retail, like you know, I had to do it.
It's kind of weird. You recorded the whole thing in Hollywood, but you bring it over to Europe, build it up over here, and then you take it back to America.
We started in America. We started our tour in America.
Was it good?
8 shows. It was great. People loved it. People loved it. They were very thankful that we actually started there and not just made this like a European festival circuit.
Well, I think it's going to go global. This is the closest album that we've ever come to since Led Zeppelin quit. I guess people have said that to you as well.
No, I'm just really proud of the work. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about being proud of the work and being proud of you know, and the fact that we're just unapologetically retro and we don't adhere to the trends.
And the amazing thing is, it's a new string to your bow. You've got to this level in your own solo career, and here you are with something else.
Yeah, I think it's. Who would have thought? You know, 2 years ago when we started talking about this, we said we'd be out for 9 weeks, have 2 records. I mean,
and here you still are doing it.
We're still doing it.
We're at the High Voltage Festival. It's been Pete Feenstra talking to Joe Bonamassa.
Love this band.
To rock.com. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a gas. We're going to see you later on. Good afternoon. Thanks for turning on the camera.